Okay, thank you everyone for joining us here today's press conference after the Champions League game. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg 85, Limoges CSP 81. To my left we have number 13, Javante Hawkins from Limoges CSP. We're going to start. Javante, it was in the end a big turnaround in the fourth quarter 2 times. First of all, it looked like you guys were going to win the game and you made a big comeback. But in the end, Ludwigsburg came back. What was the difficulty for you guys in the fourth quarter, and what are your thoughts about the game in general?
I just think that we just took the foot off the gas when we were up, and I just think it was just paying attention to detail, what the coach wants, and we just have to not make those little mistakes, especially with a team like Ludwigsburg, you know. And even when I played here 2 years ago, it's the same mentality that they have, that they never give up. So hats off to them.
Yeah, you mentioned it. You've been here a few years ago, but unfortunately, due to injury, you couldn't play that much. Do you think that the atmosphere today helped a lot in the MHP arena? I mean, there were about 3,000 fans. In the end, they pushed the team a lot. Do you think that made a big difference?
Yeah, that made a big difference for them. But I just feel like we gave the game away in the fourth quarter. I think that we played a solid game in the second half, but it's just those last 5 minutes are crucial, and they took advantage of it.
All right. Any questions from our journalists in here, please? If that's not the case, then you feel free to take a shower. Thank you so much for your time and for your statements.
Thank you.
And have a safe trip back home. We are going to continue with Massimo Cancellieri, the head coach of Limoges CSP. Yeah, in the end, 85 to 81. It was a tough game. What are your thoughts about the game in general?
Thoughts is that details makes the difference at this sport. And then when you get the game in your hand, I mean, you cannot make such kind of mistake. Basically, they won the game with only one player that we were not able to stop. I mean, also Justin Johnson, yes, but you know, that was after. Dan shot 9 for 12 from 3. We know he's a shooter. I don't get why we have to make him shoot 12 times from 3 and make him score 9. Honestly, these are the details Hawkins was talking about. I mean, that's about it. We played a solid game. We came here basically without practicing with the team in the last 2.5 weeks for different reasons, several reasons. There were not only injuries. And so we did what we could. You see that the team tries, makes an effort, but at the end of the story, you know, it's lacking a little bit that flow that comes when you work together, and is the flow that led us to the play-in, and now you have to be ready in very few days to get it back.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned a lot of stuff here. I don't think I need to ask a second question, so I'm going to give the questions back to the audience if there are any.
Nice.
Well then, thank you and have a safe Okay, so thank you very much for staying here. We're going to continue the press conference with the MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. I mentioned it already, 85-81, the victory in the end. On the far left, Josh King, head coach. In the middle, Jonathan Dunn, today's, I think, player of the game. 29 points. Jonathan, we're going to start with you. 9 threes. It was a very, very good shooting game for you. What are your thoughts about the game in general? Please use it.
Sorry about that. Overall, I think it was a good game, good team effort. We played the way we wanted to play. We played defense. You know what? They made a little run, but overall we came together at the end and played defense and got them stops and got the offensive win.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, you can't win the game by yourself. In the end, they came back in the early fourth quarter, and it looked like they could be winning the game. But the team pulled through in the end. Was there like a special atmosphere, or did the atmosphere in the arena help you as well in the end?
Absolutely, man. The fans help out a lot, man. You know, we don't want to let them down. We wanted to play our way and play, you know what I'm saying, play Ludwigsburg basketball.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, so we're going to open the questions to journalists here. Please, if you want to start.
Besides practicing, how often do you train three throws?
Free throws?
Yeah. Besides practicing at
Oh,
home. Or
No, we train it quite often. You know, I know we go to the line, but you know, we train a lot actually.
you train it in the street. Besides.
No, we train it at inside the gym.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Can you describe how it feels for a shooter if it seems impossible to miss the basket? I think Will Cherry celebrated even before the ball left your hands in the last quarter.
It's a great feeling, you know. I'm glad that my team was there. You know, my team allowed me to take those shots, and you know, overall, it's a great feeling to be part of it, especially in this atmosphere.
Any more questions?
I would say one thing though. No one mentioned his defense tonight. I thought Jonathan did a very good job on chasing their guards around all night long. Especially Lang. He was a really good player. We're gonna have to play again. He hit some tough shots, but again, everybody wants to talk about defense, but no one wants to mention his defensive effort tonight. But I thought he did a great job on defense as well, amongst other people, but especially Jonathan.
And that's why you're the coach. Jonathan, if there are no further questions, you can leave and shower if you want. You can also stay and listen to Josh, what he has to say. But all right. Thank you for your time. Josh, we're going to continue with you. You said it was a team effort in the end, and basketball cannot be won on offense alone. The game started quite well. I think Limoges scored 4 points after something like 7 minutes. The defense really showed up in the first half, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a game of runs, like you just said. I think we were up 12-4 early, then they tied it up. Then we went on another run, then they went on a run. I felt like it was kind of back and forth all game. I thought we had a nice little push at the end of the second quarter to take a 10-point lead into the half. And then again, Limoges wasn't going away. Now they made good runs. But I thought for the most part, until the fourth quarter, we kind of controlled the game, had it kind of in control. But we found a group there at the end that kind of made plays down the stretch. We got big stops, made some big baskets, and we just found a way to win the game, made some plays. But that's just one game. We got to go to their place now. And they're a very good team, very well coached, got good players, and it's going to be a tough series.
Yeah, so next game you mentioned it, it's a win-and-in situation in France. Are there any special plans for the game? Do you want to play like this game as well, stay strong on defense and continue to make buckets in the offense?
Yeah, I mean, we need somebody else. You know, Jonathan had a great game tonight. Justin Johnson played well. You know, Will Cherry only played his second game, but you know, we don't want to be a team that relies on 5 or 6 guys. We need other guys to step up, and hopefully we get some other performance. You know, Jeff Roberson actually made some really big shots and made some big plays down the stretch. But like I said, good team effort all the way around, but we need some other guys to step up as well.
Yeah, that's the big difference between Ludwigsburg and a few other teams. We have a lot of points from the bench. Now, any further questions here from our audience? Please feel free to ask Josh. I'll take that as one question. Yeah.
You said you need the whole team in order to qualify for the next round. Where do you see your chances in Limoges?
Again, we're going to have to play really, really well. They're a good team. It's going to be a tough place. It's going to be a tough travel. Limoges is a really tough place to travel to. They charter flighted here because they have a tough schedule coming up, as do we. But Yeah, we're going to have to go in and play defense and guard their players the same way we did tonight, and probably better being on the road. And when you're on the road, you always have to be a little bit better.
Is there a special present for Jonathan Dunk for this evening today?
Are you saying will there be?
No, is there a special present for him because he's the winner of the match in my eyes?
No, he's part of 12 players that we dressed. He had a good game tonight shooting the ball and playing defense, but again, it was just a good game by him. But there's no maybe he gets man of the match. Maybe he gets man of the match, but that's his only present. Christmas is over, the holidays are over.
But for the new year,
Yeah,
for a happy new year.
we'll see.
Yeah, one further question in the back, please.
In the last quarter, I think 5 minutes before the end, you took a timeout with 6 points behind Limoges. What did you tell your team so that they came out like a completely different team after the timeout?
Nothing special. That was a timeout just to kind of settle us down. They just hit a 3 to go up 6. We were kind of in a really bad flow. We were having trouble scoring just to try to get something set up to where we got a good look at the basket. But again, that group there towards the end, the last 5-6 minutes, really made plays down the stretch and won us the game. That group did.
Any other questions? If not, then we're going to end the press conference here. Next game, as we already mentioned, Wednesday, 11th of January, tip-off 20:30 in France, in Limoges. Thank you, everyone.